Let's be honest, when you see Chris Hemsworth, the first thing you notice is that this man doesn't age. He's 41, yet he looks as youthful, vibrant, and sculpted as he did playing Thor over a decade ago. While most people expect the first hints of age in their 40s, wrinkles, fatigue, that sense that you've peaked, Hemsworth has completely rewritten the playbook. How? Genetics? Hollywood magic? Or is there something about his daily routine and mindset that anyone can adopt? Today, we're diving into the habits, foods, and routines that keep Chris Hemsworth not just looking young, but thriving like he's still in his 20s. And trust me, you'll be stunned by what we reveal about him at the end of this video, something that might change the way you see aging forever. Habit number 1, prioritizing deep sleep. Ask Chris about his most powerful weapon for recovery and anti-aging, and he'll answer without hesitation: sleep. It's not glamorous or exclusive, but it's at the core of his regimen. Hemsworth has spoken in multiple interviews, including with Men's Health and GQ, about the strict boundaries he puts around his sleep, often aiming for 8 hours and never compromising on quality. He's worked with sleep coaches and wellness experts through his Center app, learning to respect natural sleep cycles and the science of circadian rhythm. For Chris, sleep is non-negotiable. He keeps his room cool and dark, no phones or blue light for at least an hour before bed. If he's filming or on a hectic schedule, he carves out nap time, even if it means closing the trailer door for 20 minutes. Research shows that sleep isn't just about rest. It's where your body repairs, hormones rebalance, and your skin and muscles literally rejuvenate. That's why, even with the most intense training and demanding filming schedules, Hemsworth maintains a glowing, youthful appearance. Because he treats sleep like a sacred appointment. He said, "If I've slept well, I feel like I can handle anything." This is the foundation of all his longevity habits. Habit number 2, cold water therapy. Hemsworth is a huge believer in cold water exposure, a routine that has become more popular with elite athletes and biohackers over the past decade. Whether it's an ocean plunge near his Byron Bay home, an icy shower after training, or even a cryotherapy session on set, he's consistent about using cold as a tool for recovery and mental clarity. You may have seen it on Limitless, his National Geographic docuseries, where Chris explores all kinds of ways to stretch his physical and mental boundaries, including freezing swims and ice baths. The science backs him up. Cold exposure reduces inflammation, speeds muscle recovery, increases circulation, and can even boost your mood by releasing endorphins. For Chris, the benefits go even deeper. He talks about the mental discipline, the way that embracing discomfort sharpens his mind and focus, teaching him to handle stress in every part of his life. He encourages his followers and Center app users to try even a 30-second cold shower in the morning, gradually increasing duration. So next time you need a wake-up call or your muscles are screaming after a workout, remember, a bit of cold can be your new best friend. Habit number 3, daily mindfulness and stress management. If you think Hemsworth is all about the physical, think again. Mental strength is just as critical. Chris has shared that mindfulness, whether it's meditation, breathwork, or simple moments of stillness, has become a daily habit, especially as his fame and responsibilities have grown. He practices guided meditation, often through his own app, Center, focusing on stress management and keeping his mind in the moment. He's a fan of box breathing and even simple gratitude journaling. On set, he takes time between scenes to center himself, and at home, he sometimes meditates with his wife Elsa Pataki or with their kids, making it a family habit. This isn't just for relaxation. Science now shows that regular mindfulness can lower cortisol, the stress hormone that accelerates aging, improve sleep, and even slow down the cellular processes that cause wrinkles and fatigue. Chris says he feels younger and more energetic on days he carves out time for these mental resets. He's shared, "The most important thing I've learned is to slow down, breathe, and just be present, especially with my family." That's real longevity. 3 foods Chris Hemsworth avoids. Longevity isn't just about what you add to your life, it's about what you cut out. Chris is serious about avoiding certain foods, not just for aesthetics, but for health, energy, and long-term youth. Processed sugars and refined carbs. Chris Hemsworth is notorious for avoiding sugary drinks, candies, and pastries. He knows sugar not only causes weight gain and inflammation, but also accelerates the aging process at the cellular level. Think wrinkles and sluggishness. He steers clear of white bread, most cereals, and anything loaded with high fructose corn syrup. Deep-fried and junk foods. He's the first to admit he loves a good cheat meal now and then, but deep-fried foods are mostly off-limits. They're high in unhealthy fats, contribute to inflammation, and are the quickest way to feel bloated and sluggish. Instead, if he craves something crispy, he'll air fry at home with healthy oils. Excessive alcohol. Chris isn't a monk, but he's very moderate with alcohol, especially when training for a role. He's talked about how alcohol affects sleep, slows recovery, and can sabotage hard-earned gains. For Hemsworth, the occasional glass of red wine is about as wild as it gets during training periods. 3 foods Chris Hemsworth eats regularly. What's on Chris Hemsworth's plate? The answer is a powerhouse of anti-aging, energy-boosting, and muscle-building foods. Nothing fussy, just consistently healthy. Lean proteins. Chicken, grass-fed beef, fish, especially salmon and tuna, and eggs are staples in his diet. These build and repair muscle, keep metabolism high, and supply vital nutrients for glowing skin and hair. Antioxidant-rich fruits and veggies. Chris piles his plate high with berries, blueberries, strawberries, acai, leafy greens, spinach, kale, broccoli, sweet potatoes, and avocado. These foods flood his body with antioxidants, fighting off free radicals and the visible signs of aging. Healthy fats. Hemsworth knows the value of fats for hormone health, brain power, and satiety. Avocado, nuts, chia seeds, olive oil, and coconut oil are regulars in his kitchen. He even includes omega-3 supplements when needed. He's been known to go fully plant-based at times, especially when his wife Elsa, a fitness enthusiast herself, inspires a vegan challenge. But whether omnivore or plant-forward, his focus is on unprocessed, nutrient-dense foods. Chris Hemsworth's exercise routine. No surprise, Chris's fitness plan is legendary, and for good reason. What sets him apart is the mix of intensity, variety, and injury prevention. His approach has evolved as he's gotten older, with more focus on longevity than just sheer muscle. Strength training. Classic weightlifting is still at the core. Deadlifts, squats, bench press, and pull-ups. But he varies rep ranges and adds time under tension to build muscle safely. Hemsworth is big on functional training, using kettlebells, resistance bands, and bodyweight moves to build real-world strength. HIIT and cardio. He includes HIIT, high-intensity interval training circuits several times a week. This could mean sprint intervals, battle ropes, tire flips, or boxing drills, keeping workouts fun and metabolism high. He still surfs and does outdoor cardio at his Byron Bay home, mobility and recovery. Unlike the old days, Chris spends serious time on mobility, dynamic warm-ups, yoga, and long stretching sessions. He's passionate about injury prevention. Foam rolling, massage, and even Pilates with Elsa are part of his week. Weekly structure. He might train twice a day when preparing for a role, like Thor, but he always listens to his body, rotating muscle groups and including full rest days to avoid burnout. How you can stay ageless like Chris Hemsworth. Now for the best part. Hemsworth's secrets aren't just for superheroes. Here's how you can borrow his habits and start your own ageless journey. Start with sleep. Prioritize your sleep by making your room cool and dark, skipping screens before bed, and aiming for at least 7 to 8 hours. Even a short daily nap, if possible, works wonders. Cold exposure. Start small. Try a 30-second cold shower at the end of your regular shower, or splash your face with cold water. Gradually increase over time. Mindfulness. Download a simple meditation app, or just take 5 minutes to focus on your breath daily. Try box breathing in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. Clean up your plate. Swap 1 sugary snack a day for a handful of berries or a piece of grilled chicken. Replace deep-fried snacks with air-fried or oven-baked versions. Move like Hemsworth. Don't worry about heavy weights. Start with bodyweight squats, push-ups, planks, and daily walks. Mix in some intervals, fast walking, short jogs for a metabolism boost. Stretch every day, even if it's just 5 minutes. Remember, Chris didn't get here overnight, and neither will you, but every step counts. If Chris Hemsworth can look 25 at 41, with a busy Hollywood career, 3 kids, and constant travel, what would happen if you tried even just one of these habits this week? What would your life look like a year from now if you stacked just a few of these simple changes together? So you've heard the habits, the foods, the training, the blueprint for youth and energy. But there's one truth about Chris Hemsworth that most people don't know, and it's the real reason he keeps winning at the aging game. Get ready for the reveal. Here's the kicker. Chris Hemsworth, despite his looks and superhero status, recently revealed that he carries a gene linked to a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease. Instead of panicking or slowing down, he doubled down on all these longevity habits, not just to look good, but to protect his mind and future. He said, "I want to be there for my kids, to stay sharp, to live fully, so I'm doing everything I can, every day." That's the lesson for all of us. Staying young isn't just about how you look, but how you live. It's about making choices, big and small, that add up over time. So, which of these habits are you going to try this week? Drop your answer in the comments, share your own anti-aging secrets, and join the community. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of real-life superheroes. And remember, age is just the number on your ID. The real story is written by the habits you build, starting now.